Welcome to Tarot Messages from the Other Side. This is Sound Wisdom Tarot. I'm Shannon Rose Scott, and in this reading, we tune in to a spirit who has already passed on that is here with a message for you. To determine who this spirit is, I've pulled the major arcana cards and the court cards, so only those two series of cards from the deck, to give us an indication as to who is joining us for this reading. And then I'll use a separate full tarot deck to get their message, along with some oracle cards. So let's move right into it. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Spirit guides, high divine, intergalactical beings, and angel guides, please help me connect to the spirit of a past loved one here with a message for our collective. Who is joining us today? Please give us an indication as to who you are. Who is with us here today? Highest messages only, please. For my collective tuning in. There we are. Thank you, Spirit. King of Swords. King of Swords. This was a very intelligent man. Could be a grandfather, a father, a husband. But this was someone who had very, very clear thinking, was direct with their communication, was really good at communicating. Sometimes perhaps a little too direct. They put their mind over emotions. They spoke the truth. They were a leader in their community. I'm seeing here with these buildings behind. And they brought a lot of truth to the community. They were well educated, either like literally through higher education or through life experiences, but they had a lot of wisdom. And they liked to communicate that wisdom. And what kind of role did they play in your life? Oh, wow. Okay. So here we have the devil energy coming through. So this is the card of, this doesn't mean that this person was a devil, just to be clear. But what this does mean is that there was a feeling of attachment, of strong attachments. And whether that was how you, for some of my listeners tuning in, some of this was you. You were very attached to this person. So if they were your father or if they were your husband, you had these strong attachments, like where you felt like you needed them, where you couldn't survive without them. Almost like an addiction. You were addicted to going to them for the truth, right? You went to them every time you needed help understanding situations in your life. Not that there's anything wrong with that, with asking for guidance, but there could have been a bit of dependency on them. For others tuning in, this is actually referring more to them, giving us more an indication that this reading is for you if this person, who is also incredibly intelligent and smart, also had addiction issues. And that addiction could have been to a multitude of different things. As beings here on earth, we are addicted to many things, whether that be physical addictions, like literal, the typical ones we think of, like substance abuse, but also like watching too much TV, eating too much cheese, right? Scrolling on your phone. Whew. But this was a relationship with a lot of challenges. In fact, you may have even felt tied to each other. And I feel like you could have brought out the worst in each other at times, perhaps most of the time. I'm getting the message that this person wants to acknowledge that they are aware that they caused a lot of lower vibrational energy in your relationship. Like with each other, that the two of you ended up bringing out the lower ways of behaving, right? That you were both different people than you actually behaved with each other. So let's get some more clarification here on the message they're here to bring through. One of my favorite psychic mediums, Tyler Henry, often talks about how once people have passed, they are more aware of like the lessons in life. Right? And they make peace with those lessons. And when they come through, they really want to share that message of peace, of reconciliation. They are aware of the damages they caused. And that's one of the highest things they want to share with those still here on this plane of existence, is that they want to apologize for any damages they've done. Highest messages only. Let's use the power of the number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Accept what is dying. Wow, so if you were attached to this person, they were attached to you, there was attachments here. And so it's very challenging to accept that this connection is over on this plane of existence. And it's time to accept that. And also the dying of the challenges, the dying of the pains, the dying of even the attachments. Some of you have found yourself engaging in those attachments. Yeah, I suddenly had trouble speaking. So yeah, some of you have found yourself blocking your truth and instead hiding it with taking in substances of some sort. Again, whether that's eating, because I burped there. So eating too fast, whether it's through inhaling smoke of some sort, consuming alcohol. There's something that's been consumed And this habit also needs to die out. This is a heavy message for you. Here we go with intention. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's time to love yourself through this process. Love is the cure-all to dealing with attachments. Instead of shaming yourself, instead of shaming your beloved who has passed, for the addiction, it's time to bring a lot of love into it. Self-love, love and compassion. Okay, the story of is coming through right now that someone needs to hear. There was a study done with the rats or mice. Someone put in the comments below if you know the resource for this study. But they created like a rat paradise, a rat amusement park, and they made it this like playful place, and the rats could like be together and socialize and have all this wonderful stuff, right? And the rats were happy and they were healthy. And then they ended up putting in this substance that got the rats addicted to this substance. And the rats stopped like playing with the games. These games were for the rats, okay? They weren't like human amusement park games. That the rats stopped playing, they stopped socializing, even though they still could. And they just went to the addiction, the source of the addiction. And the rats ended up like starving themselves to death, even though there was tons of food there. I feel like I haven't quite got that story correct. So please feel free to correct me in the comments below, my collective. But the point was that when there is that addiction source, it's so addictive that people can't help but remove themselves from society, but remove themselves from the healthy processes. It's an awful attachment that changes people. And so we need to bring a lot of love and compassion to the situation instead of judgment. Because it doesn't matter how strong you are, how strong the bonds were before. Once that addiction comes in, it's a chain that keeps you bound to your lowest vibration. So what is their message here for you? Let's go to the full tarot deck now. King of Swords, what is your message for your listeners tuning in? Highest messages only, please. Intentionally now with the power of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Past, present, future. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we just pulled 2 major arcanas and the 6 of Cups. So there is a past wish, a past dream that is now in your current life resurfacing. Okay, this could be a past love of a person, like a relationship, or it could be a passion project, a dream of yours that you had from childhood that is now coming back. This is the situation that we're talking about, that your loved one here, this King of Swords, is wishing to speak to you about. That right now you have something from your past resurfacing. Okay, it could be an ex or an ex passion project. But currently, you've got the Empress in reverse. So currently you're not giving birth to this past situation. You are not doing anything to develop it, to let it grow. This could be an opportunity to actually nourish this dream and take care of this dream and decide to give birth to it. But right now you're not. But in the next steps, you have the opportunity to change that. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune. This is one of the luckiest cards in the deck. You have luck on your side, and there is an opportunity here to change your fortune. Let's clarify, please. Please clarify the Six of Cups. This is another tarot deck, a full separate tarot deck. Please clarify the Six of Cups. Please clarify the Six of Cups. Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay, so this is a dream you've been suppressing. You've been suppressing this dream, but perhaps your whole life. You've been suppressing this passion project and or this love. Okay, you've been denying. If it's in regards to a person, you've been denying that you even love them. You've been trying to deny and squash your feelings that you have love and care for them, that you want them, that you desire them. And especially since they've come back, it's like, no, I don't have feelings for them. You know, look at how similar this suppression card is to this Devil card. Right? Again, this person is chained up through their own making. They are entwined with ropes versus chains, but they're still bound. Look at the similarities of the colors. The dark reds, the black, even the yellow. Here we have a lot of fire in this card. And here that we have the yellow and red that's looking like fire as well. This suppression is the same kind of energy. It's like trying to deny what you really want out of fear, out of feelings of not being worthy, of listening to that devil in ourself that tells us we're not good enough. We can't have what we want. I'm not worthy of having my childhood dreams met. This dream for love. And if this is a passion project, it's the same thing. It's like you've been denying that you've wanted this dream I feel like for years. I feel like in childhood you let yourself have it. And then something happened to you along the way here where you gave it up. But here it's making an appearance. It's already made an appearance or is about to. Okay, there's like another opportunity to get back on track with this dream, but you're suppressing it. It's something you've really tried to deny yourself. For example, if you loved music as a child, it's like you denied that part of yourself, told yourself this story. Musicians don't make money. Musicians always have chaotic lives. Musicians are cheaters, all these different things you've told yourself about musicians, and yet those are just stories. Those don't have to be your story. There's lots of people who make a living with music. Same thing with art, with sports. Maybe it's a dream of being a lawyer, and you're like, I'm not smart enough to be that. There's all kinds of stories we tell ourselves to keep us chained to our lower self, our lower vibration. But your King of Swords is here to remind you to live your life now. They don't want you to suppress this dream. They don't want you to suppress this. Look at how you'll feel, right? You will continue to feed the devil energy. You will keep yourself bound by denying this dream. Why is the Empress in reverse? Why is the Empress in reverse here, please, Spirit? Why is the Empress in reverse? Thank you. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you've got compromise, Six of Pentacles, and you've got the Master card. Oh my goodness. In the Osho Zen Tarot deck, this is an extra card that's not part of the regular tarot. And it is rare to come out. It comes out when you are ready to finally be your own guru, right? To be your own master. To be the master of your life. Yes, to stop suppressing yourself. To stop allowing this devil energy to be your master. Whew. This is you. This is you. But you actually have to stop compromising yourself. So in Western society, we kind of view compromise as being a good thing, right? It's like, oh, you got to compromise. You got to learn how to compromise with others. But in this deck, in the Osho Zen Tarot, this card actually, like, look at these two characters. This represents people that give away parts of themselves so much that they compromise themselves, and they end up becoming these bitter, like kind of sneaky, sly, but bitter people that aren't happy because they keep giving away the parts of themselves that are the most important. Right? And that's what happens when we keep suppressing our own desires. I don't usually burp. So I'm getting all these, like, you've been suppressing your voice. Because as I'm trying to deliver this message, like bubbles of air keep coming up. You've been like swallowing your dreams. You've been like, every time like you've almost went for this dream, you've swallowed it down. And now it's like, it's coming up. Okay, but you've suppressed your dreams so much that you probably feel a bit compromised, right? You feel like you've compromised yourself, that you've cheated yourself out of a wonderful life. And there may have been like the blame game going on. Like, that's what kind of happens when we compromise ourselves too much. We start almost like pointing the finger at others, like, well, they told me I couldn't do it. You might even have blamed this King of Swords. And maybe they were a part of it. I feel like that's why they're also here. Like they maybe were too direct, too much in the rational mindset that maybe they gave you those ideas of you'll never make enough money, you're not good enough, it's not a wise path that you wanted to take. And that's why they are now the ones giving you this message saying, no, I was wrong. I was chained to my own demons. Stop compromising yourself and start to create and give birth to this dream. Start nurturing it. The Empress is in reverse, but that doesn't mean you can't turn her back upright. And how do you do that? Well, give yourself the time, okay, to nurture this dream. A baby isn't born and in a day, okay? It takes 9 months. 9 months. Give yourself at least 9 months and nurture and take care of not only the dream, but yourself, right? A woman who's pregnant has to take care of her body. She has to change, what she eats, her activities. She has to strengthen parts of her body for the birthing process. She has to go learn new things about how to care for herself when she's pregnant, as well as how to care for herself after, as well as how to care for the dream, the baby. This is a time now for you to start nurturing this dream. It doesn't matter how old you are. People have started their dream life in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. People have done amazing things at all ages. It doesn't matter how long you've waited. And if this is a lover you need to give birth to, that you need to give birth to the relationship, it's the same thing. Take the time to nourish the relationship and give it time. The Empress can be a sign of at least 9 months to do the prep work. And then the creative thing is born, either the relationship or this creative project. And it's that's just the beginning. Okay, this is the prep stage. Why is the wheel here? Why is the wheel here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Is that coming out? Maybe. We'll keep it. But why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? Why? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is beautiful. So the card that kind of flipped, kind of didn't, is the Creator card. This is learning how to use this fire in the healthy way. Okay, this is the King of Fire. So instead of suppressing your fire and passion, instead of being addicted to the wrong things, this is learning how to be the creator. The creator, the master of your fire, of your passion, of your drive. This is what you are changing. This is what you are here to change. No more suppressing it. It's learning how to work with that power. Here in this image, this creator, this being is holding their fire in their hands. Right? Instead of being suppressed and denying this fire, they're learning how to hold it, how to wield it, how to manipulate it and use it in their life. How to work with the passion, work with the love. Again, if this is a relationship, it's like learning how to love to your highest. Learning how to use that fire to warm each other up instead of burn each other. Right? Because fire can do both. Fire can burn us out, destroy us, or it can keep us warm, nourished, safe, comforted. This change that's required of you is learning how to master your fire. And that's what this stage right now of turning this Empress in reverse right side up is, right? It's learning how to nurture and nourish this passion. And the other card that did jump out was Beyond Illusion. Yeah, you're going to awaken. This is the card of awakening. This change, this shift is going to help you open your eyes to a brand new world where you see beyond the illusions of the suppression that you've lived so far. Right? It's like waking up and seeing the truth. That this childhood dreams aren't, we don't have them just to be denied them. We are meant to follow our childhood dreams if they're still our dreams. Sometimes childhood dreams change and we don't want to do them anymore. But there's some that keep nagging at us, keep tugging at our heartstrings saying, pay attention to me. Like this little puppy. Take care of me. And this change, you have luck on your side. You are meant to break through the illusions and break through the chains of this devil energy and actually honor yourself. Stop compromising yourself. It's time to be the master of your life. It's time to be your own guru. This King of Swords really wants you to know that. They came through in this reading to give you this message of hope and inspiration. You have what it takes. You have everything you need. And you are the only one who does. So this card also means, by the way, that like there's no one actually, like even though you need to learn and study and learn how to take care of yourself, you can do that through outside sources, but ultimately, the final say is yours. You and your wisdom has more weight than the others right now. Let's use the Animal Oracle deck to get some final guidance from this King of Swords. I'm breaking from this pattern of attachment, from breaking away from suppression and denying your dreams. And at this time, while we're waiting for this card to pop out, I do invite you to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of future readings. It really helps this channel. It helps other people find messages like this who need it. And if you would as well, please comment below. Let me know who this person is to you. I really appreciate hearing from my viewers who shows up in these readings. Knowing that this energy can actually belong to many spirits that have passed on. This message isn't just for one person. This is for many of you. Who was this person to you? And if you're not ready to quite share your story, even giving an emoji helps me tune into your specific energy even deeper in future readings. I really do value you. Thank you for being here. So, King of Fire, King of Swords, thank you. What is your message? What animal spirit guide would help through this process? Ooh, yeah. We got two coming out here. Oh, so lovely. Okay, so we have Swan Spirit. It's time for a deep dive. Yes, a deep dive into your own creative spirit. A deep dive into your childhood dreams. It's time to heal some of those childhood wounds. When did you stop nurturing that dream and why? Heal that wound. And even just taking a look at it is the beginning steps to healing it. Part of your Empress job right now is to also learn about healing those old childhood wounds. Write about it, draw about it. Start telling yourself a new story. Parent yourself. Parent your inner child now. What do you wish had been said to you when you stopped going for your dream? What do you wish you had said to yourself? Start saying it to yourself now. And honor spirit, you are never alone. You are never alone. This King of Swords is always with you. You might want to take a screenshot to remind yourself. You are never, ever alone. Even when you feel alone, you always have you. And you always have the energy of those who've passed. They are still very, very present with us. Both of these creatures are water creatures. You may even wish to go spend some time close to water right now to help with that deep dive into your emotional wisdom as you learn to love yourself enough to go for that childhood dream and master your life. My dear Sound Wisdom friends, thank you for being here. If you enjoy this soundtrack, it's another video here on YouTube. It's completely free. You might wish to use it in your healing process as well. It is a soundtrack with sound codes for grief, for healing. And we can heal grief of all kinds. This dear King of Swords who has passed, but also the grief of not following that dream for so long. As you're learning to work with it, you might wish to listen to the sounds on their own. And so it's a separate soundtrack. That link is below in the comment and in the description box. And if you're interested in a private reading or interested in learning more tools to connect with yourself to do that deep dive, check out the links below. I have online courses and I also offer private readings. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here. And thank you, King of Swords, for being here. Thank you, Spirit, for overseeing this act of divination. Until next time, keep tuning into your inner path, your inner wisdom. Big love.